You're the chosen one, and people are realizing it. 7 weird signs. Warning. What you are about to discover will shatter everything you thought you knew about your spiritual presence. If you are here, it is not by accident. The universe has guided you to this exact moment because you are ready to see the truth. There is something about you that others cannot ignore. When you enter a room, the atmosphere transforms. When you remain silent, people still feel your presence. When you simply exist, you awaken something ancient within those around you. Some are magnetically drawn to your energy, while others become inexplicably uneasy, even hostile, in your space. The reason is profound yet simple. You are carrying a divine frequency in a world still drowning in spiritual slumber. You may have noticed these occurrences, but dismiss them as mere coincidences. Let me tell you something crucial. There are no coincidences in your reality. Everything unfolding around you is orchestrated by forces beyond ordinary comprehension. By the time this message ends, you will understand with crystal clarity why people react to you the way they do, why you simultaneously attract profound admiration and inexplicable hostility, why complete strangers feel compelled to reveal their darkest secrets to you, why you can perceive people's true intentions before they utter a single word. You are here because your soul has called you to step completely into your power. And understand this, the moment you fully recognize these signs, you can no longer diminish yourself. You can no longer reject your purpose. You can no longer pretend to be ordinary. Be aware, the forces that do not want you to awaken to this truth will attempt to distract you in the coming minutes. Stay focused. Your higher self brought you here for a reason. Are you prepared to see what has been hidden in plain sight? Then let us unveil the 7 undeniable signs that confirm people are recognizing your divine presence. Have you ever walked into a space and felt every gaze subtly shift in your direction? Have you ever sat in complete silence, only to realize that others are studying you, analyzing your very essence without you speaking a single word? This is not your imagination manifesting illusions. When you are a chosen one, your energy announces itself before your physical form is even acknowledged. Your spiritual presence registers in the consciousness of others instantly. You do not blend into crowds like ordinary souls. You emanate something that demands attention, even from those who cannot comprehend why they are drawn to look at you. Being noticed is not something you choose. It is woven into the fabric of your calling. People recognize you in ways that transcend the physical realm. It has nothing to do with your appearance, your clothing, or your actions. It is your aura, your spiritual frequency, your divine essence that creates this magnetic effect. Some souls are pulled toward you like iron to a magnet, sensing peace, ancient wisdom, or inexplicable inspiration radiating from your being. Others experience discomfort, even aggression, because your mere existence exposes their deepest insecurities, unhealed wounds, and inner conflicts that they desperately try to hide from themselves. Your presence disrupts the mundane reality that most people accept without question. The world is saturated with individuals living on autopilot, following programmed routines, existing without ever questioning their higher purpose or spiritual nature. But when a chosen one enters their environment, something fundamental shifts. It becomes a silent awakening, an unspoken reminder that existence encompasses far more than the material world they have accepted as their prison. For those who remain spiritually dormant, this realization can be profoundly unsettling, even threatening. This explains why you attract both pure admiration and seemingly random negativity simultaneously. It is never just one emotional response or the other. You might be sitting in absolute silence, doing nothing remarkable, yet people around you feel compelled to prove something to you, challenge your presence, or dismiss you entirely. Why does this happen? Because your existence demands acknowledgement. This is not rooted in arrogance or a need for validation. It stems from the undeniable force of your spiritual presence. You carry an ancient energy within your soul. There exists something timeless about the spirit of a chosen one. You have likely heard people say things like, "You seem far wiser than your years suggest." There is something different about you, but I cannot explain what it is. I feel like I have encountered you before in another time, another place. This occurs because your soul is not new to this realm. You have walked countless paths across multiple lifetimes. You have carried wisdom through ages and dimensions. And people, even those who reject spirituality entirely, can sense this truth on a subconscious level. This is why individuals often feel inexplicably compelled to open themselves to you, sharing their deepest struggles or seeking guidance even when you never invited such vulnerability. They are drawn to the calm, knowing energy that emanates from your core. Your energy reveals a hidden truth within others. This is the aspect that many chosen ones struggle to understand and accept. Because your presence carries such power, it naturally reveals a truth concealed within those around you. People who are secure within themselves, who have done their inner work, will feel comfortable in your presence. They will respect your energy and genuinely seek to learn from the wisdom you carry. However, people filled with jealousy, deep insecurity, or unresolved trauma will feel exposed when near you. They may not consciously understand why, but something about your energy triggers their shadow self. This explains why some individuals react to you with seemingly random hostility, jealousy, or resistance, even when you've done absolutely nothing to provoke such reactions. They are not responding to you as a person. They are reacting to the mirror you hold up to their soul, reflecting back the parts of themselves they refuse to acknowledge or heal. If you're resonating with this message, take a moment right now and subscribe to this channel. Your presence here is not random, and there is so much more wisdom waiting to be revealed to you on this journey. Now, let's explore the 7 undeniable signs in depth. Sign number 1. People stare at you or feel uncomfortable in your presence. Have you noticed how people stare at you intensely, even when you're doing nothing unusual? Have you caught someone watching you as if they are trying to decode something mysterious about your essence? This is one of the clearest confirmations that people recognize you as a chosen one, even if they cannot articulate what they are sensing. Your energy cannot be ignored or dismissed. When you carry a divine presence, you naturally stand apart in any environment. You do not need to speak, dress extravagantly, or attempt to draw attention. Your aura accomplishes this for you automatically. People sense something different, something powerful about you, and their natural response is to observe, analyze, and sometimes feel deeply uncomfortable in your space. There are 3 primary reasons why people find themselves staring at you. First, they are magnetized by your energy. Some souls feel inexplicably drawn to your presence. They cannot explain the sensation, but they feel something calm, powerful, or mysteriously profound about you. They may stare in genuine awe, admiration, or intense curiosity because you radiate something rare and valuable. These individuals might express thoughts like, "There's something about you I cannot quite identify." You possess this presence that is undeniably different. You do not even have to try, you just naturally stand out. Even without uttering a word, you emanate an energy of wisdom, depth, and spiritual strength. People who are spiritually aware, even if only on a subconscious level, will feel this truth instantly. Second, they feel uncomfortable in your presence. Not everyone will experience peace around you. Some people will feel uneasy, nervous, or even agitated because your presence exposes something hidden within their consciousness. Many people navigate through life carrying hidden insecurities, unhealed wounds, and unresolved darkness. When they encounter someone who is spiritually aware, conscious, and vibrating at a higher frequency, it triggers their shadow self. They may not consciously realize why, but something about your light shines directly into their own struggles, weaknesses, and fears. These individuals may stare at you with confusion, not understanding why they feel different around you. They may experience jealousy, seeing something within you that they desperately wish they possessed. They may feel profound discomfort because your presence forces them to reflect on their own unresolved issues and pain. Some people will not like you, and they will not even comprehend why they feel this aversion. Third, they recognize your spirit on a soul level, even if their conscious mind does not understand it. Sometimes when people stare at you, it is because on a soul level, they recognize your essence. They may not remember you in a literal sense, but their spirit does. Perhaps they encountered you in a past life. Perhaps they sense your higher calling and do not know how to process the information their soul is receiving. Perhaps they feel your divine protection and power, and it stirs something ancient within them. Whatever the case may be, you are unforgettable even to complete strangers. Another common experience chosen ones have is noticing that people either stare intensely at them or completely avoid eye contact. Have you ever attempted to have a conversation with someone and felt like they were deliberately avoiding looking directly at you? This happens because your spirit is powerful, and some people simply cannot handle that level of energy. They may feel intimidated by your presence. They may feel exposed, as if you can see through their masks and facades. They may sense your higher calling and feel unworthy or deeply insecure in comparison. Even without speaking a single word, your energy alone can shake people to their core. This is why some people look away quickly when you catch them staring, seem nervous or fidgety around you, or struggle to maintain conversation because they feel overwhelmed by your presence. Your presence forces people to confront their true selves, and not everyone is prepared for that level of honesty. If you have experienced this sign, you might wonder how to handle it. Let me be absolutely clear. Do not diminish yourself to make others comfortable. Many chosen ones feel self-conscious when they realize how frequently people stare at them. Some attempt to blend in, avoid attention, or downplay their presence. But you must understand this is part of your divine calling. Instead of feeling uncomfortable, own your presence completely. Walk with unshakable confidence. Make eye contact without fear. Acknowledge the power of your energy without apology. Some will admire you. Some will feel uncomfortable. Some will not know why they react the way they do. But none of that is your responsibility to manage or fix. Your responsibility is to stand firmly in your truth and embrace the power that comes with being a chosen one. Sign number 2. You attract both admirers and critics instantly. If you are a chosen one, you have undoubtedly noticed that people either love you intensely or cannot stand you. There is rarely any middle ground. Some people are instantly drawn to you, want to be near you, talk with you, and absorb your wisdom. They admire you, respect you, or feel a profound connection without you having to do anything to earn it. Then on the opposite side exist those who cannot stand your presence. They might act cold, rude, or even aggressive toward you for no apparent reason. They do not even know you personally, yet they have a problem with your existence. The truth is this: it has nothing to do with you as a person. It is your spirit, your frequency, your light that triggers reactions in them. Your energy is extraordinarily powerful. It carries light, wisdom, and divine protection. The moment you step into someone's space, their soul recognizes this truth. People react to this energy in two distinct ways. Some feel drawn to your presence because it radiates peace, wisdom, or profound inspiration. Being around you makes them feel safe, understood, and uplifted, even if they cannot explain why. They feel like you carry something rare, an essence that makes them feel at home in their own soul. They trust you instinctively, open up to you naturally, and seek your guidance. You bring them clarity and a renewed sense of purpose, and they want to remain near that transformative energy. Then there are those who resent your energy. Some people feel uncomfortable, irritated, or even hostile toward you. You do not have to say or do anything specific. Your presence alone triggers something within them. They dislike you for no logical reason. They find ways to challenge or belittle you in conversations. They talk behind your back or spread negativity about you. Why does this happen? Your presence exposes something within them that they are not ready to face. Some people cannot stand witnessing someone so confident and centered because it reminds them of their own insecurities and self-doubt. Some envy your light because it highlights their own darkness and unhealed wounds. Some resent your peace because they exist in constant internal turmoil. Your existence forces them to reflect on themselves, and many people are simply not ready for that level of self-examination. Think of a bright light in complete darkness. It does not just attract those who seek warmth and clarity. It also attracts those who want to extinguish it. As a chosen one, you carry light in a world where many souls are still lost in spiritual darkness. Your spirit naturally draws people in. Some approach with pure intentions, seeking growth and wisdom. Some approach with hidden agendas, want to test you, challenge you, or drain your energy. And some want nothing to do with you at all, because your presence disrupts their false reality and comfortable illusions. This is why you may have noticed people who seem to admire you one moment and resent you the next. Their emotions shift because they are battling something within themselves. They are simultaneously drawn to your energy and made uncomfortable by it. Understanding the spiritual dynamic is absolutely crucial. You must be acutely aware of who you allow into your sacred space. When people admire you, remain humble. Their admiration is not about feeding your ego. It is about your energy reflecting something they value or something they aspire to become. Instead of letting admiration inflate your pride, use it to inspire and genuinely uplift others. When people dislike you for no apparent reason, remember that it is not you they are rejecting. It is their spirit reacting to yours. They are not rejecting you as a person. They are rejecting the truth your energy brings to the surface of their consciousness. Do not argue with them. Do not seek their approval. Do not try to make them like you. Simply stand firmly in your truth and keep moving forward on your path. Because you attract both genuine souls and hidden enemies, you must be extremely careful about who you allow into your life. Not everyone who smiles in your face is truly a friend. Some people are only drawn to your energy so they can eventually drain it, manipulate it, or corrupt it. Watch carefully for those who only come to you when they need something. Those who copy your ideas, your style, your energy, but never give you credit or acknowledgement. Those who attempt to control, manipulate, or gaslight you. Protect your space fiercely. Your energy is sacred and should never be taken for granted. As a chosen one, you will always be a polarizing force in this world. Some will love you deeply because your spirit awakens something beautiful and transformative within them. Others will resent you instantly because your spirit exposes something they desperately do not want to face. Either way, you will be noticed, and that is exactly how it is meant to be. Do not try to please everyone. Do not seek universal approval. Just keep walking powerfully in your purpose. The right souls will recognize you and align with your journey. The wrong ones will remove themselves from your path naturally. This is the way of a chosen one. Sign number 3. People confide their deepest secrets to you. Have you ever wondered why complete strangers or casual acquaintances feel an overwhelming need to pour their hearts out to you? You could be standing in line at a store, sitting quietly on a park bench, or having a simple conversation with someone, and suddenly they begin telling you things they have never told anyone else. They confess their deepest struggles, their hidden fears, their childhood traumas, or the pain they've been carrying silently for years. At first, you may have dismissed this as coincidence. But after it happens repeatedly, you begin to realize this is not normal behavior. This is a powerful sign that you are a chosen one. People sense something within you that feels safe, wise, and unshakable. They do not even consciously understand why. But when they're in your presence, they feel a divine pull to be honest, to be vulnerable, to reveal their soul without fear of judgment. You carry an energy of healing and profound truth. People do not open up to just anyone. Most individuals guard their emotions carefully, protect their secrets fiercely, and hide their true selves from the world behind carefully constructed masks. But when they encounter a chosen one, everything changes. You do not have to ask probing questions. You do not have to pry into their lives. Just your presence alone makes people feel safe enough to reveal their deepest emotions and darkest secrets. This happens because you carry a divine energy of truth and healing. Your spirit is powerful, and people can feel it on a soul level. Somewhere deep inside, they recognize that you are not like others. You are not judgmental. You are not shallow. You are not pretending to be something you are not. People sense authenticity radiating from you, and authenticity is extremely rare in a world where most people wear masks and perform roles. Your ability to be real, grounded, and connected to something higher draws people in without any effort on your part. Without realizing it consciously, they see you as a mirror, someone who reflects back to them their own truth, someone who makes them feel seen, understood, and heard in ways they have never experienced before. There is something ancient about your soul. Even if you are young in physical years, people often tell you that you seem much older in spirit. You possess wisdom beyond your years, and those around you can feel this truth emanating from your being. People trust you instinctively because on a deeper level, their soul recognizes yours. Some may not even believe in spirituality or energetic connections, but they will still say things like, "I do not know why I am telling you this. I have never told anyone this before, but I feel like I can talk to you about anything. There's just something about you That makes me feel safe. This occurs because their spirit knows who you are, even if their conscious mind does not understand connection. You may also notice that people consistently come to you for advice, even those who do not usually open up to others. They see something within you that feels solid, dependable, and profoundly wise. However, being a chosen one means you are a natural healer, teacher, and spiritual guide. But with this extraordinary gift comes a heavy burden. People will unload their pain onto you, expecting you to hold it, to understand it, and sometimes even to fix it for them. This is why you often feel emotionally drained after deep conversations. You are not just listening passively. You are absorbing their energy, taking on their emotions, and carrying their burdens in ways most people never will or could. You must be extremely careful. Not everyone who comes to you for guidance has pure intentions. Some people see you as nothing more than their emotional dumping ground. They will pour all their pain, trauma, and negativity onto you and walk away feeling lighter, while you walk away feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and spiritually heavy. This is why establishing boundaries is absolutely crucial. You must learn to help people without carrying their burdens as your own. As a chosen one, you are here to guide, uplift, and help people grow and evolve. But you cannot save everyone, and you must remember this truth. You are a guide, not a savior. If you allow yourself to absorb everyone's pain without protection, you will burn out. You will feel emotionally exhausted, spiritually drained, and physically depleted. Learn to listen without absorbing. You can hold space for others compassionately, but you do not have to carry their emotions inside your own energy field. Recognize when someone is truly seeking guidance versus when they simply want to dump their problems onto you repeatedly. Some people will come to you with the same issues over and over again, not because they genuinely want solutions, but because they want someone to continuously listen to their pain indefinitely. You are not here to be an emotional sponge. You are here to offer wisdom, light, and truth, but only to those who are genuinely ready to receive it and act upon it. Protect your energy through spiritual cleansing practices. Whether it is prayer, meditation, grounding yourself in nature, or simply taking intentional time alone to recharge, you must prioritize your own well-being and spiritual health. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your spirit. One of the biggest lessons you will learn as a chosen one is this. Not everyone deserves access to your spirit and energy. Some people will recognize your gift and attempt to use it against you. They will take your kindness for weakness. They will come to you repeatedly for healing, but will never take the necessary steps to heal themselves. This is why discernment is crucial. Pay close attention to the energy people bring into your life. If you constantly feel drained after talking to someone, that is a clear sign that they are taking more from you than they are willing to give back. You must protect your light fiercely, because if you allow too many people to pull from it without replenishing yourself, your own spirit will suffer and dim. People confide their deepest secrets to you because they sense your wisdom, your truth, and your divine presence. They feel safe with you. They feel seen by you. They feel understood in ways they have never felt before. But with this gift comes great responsibility. You must learn to balance helping others without losing yourself in the process. You were not put here to carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. You were put here to shine brightly, to guide wisely, and to uplift genuinely, but only for those who are truly ready to receive what you offer. Sign number 4. People constantly test or challenge you. Have you noticed that no matter where you go, there always seems to be someone who feels a need to challenge you, test you, or question your authority? It happens in the workplace, in social settings, within your own family, and sometimes even with complete strangers. You may be minding your own business, yet there are people who feel compelled to prove something to you, argue with you, or attempt to bring you down. This is not an accident. This is a spiritual phenomenon that every chosen one experiences throughout their journey. People can sense your power, your wisdom, and your presence, and it triggers something deep within them that they do not even fully understand. Some people will challenge you because they want to test your strength and resolve. Others will do it because they secretly want to break you and see you fall. Either way, one truth becomes clear. Your energy demands respect, and some people simply cannot handle that reality. The moment you step into any room, people feel your presence, even before you speak a single word. They sense your authority, and it makes them react in vastly different ways. Some will respect you without question, recognizing your power immediately. Others will feel threatened by you and will try to prove themselves in your presence, often through confrontation or subtle undermining. Many people live in constant fear and insecurity. They walk through life feeling powerless, unsure of themselves, and disconnected from their true purpose. When they meet someone like you, a chosen one standing in divine authority, it shakes their entire worldview. Some people respond with genuine admiration and respect. Others respond with resentment and hostility. Those who feel insecure within themselves will try to test you in order to convince themselves that you are not as powerful as you seem. They will challenge your words, dismiss your knowledge, and even try to provoke you into arguments, not because they have anything to gain, but because they do not want to admit the truth that they see reflected in you. Not all challenges are random occurrences. Some of them are spiritual attacks disguised as ordinary conflicts. Have you ever been in a situation where someone kept provoking you relentlessly, trying to get reaction out of you? Maybe they insulted you, belittled you, or tried to make you look weak in front of others. This is spiritual warfare. This is the enemy using people as vessels to distract you, drain your energy, and pull you down to a lower frequency. As a chosen one, you must learn to recognize these tests for what they truly are. They are not just personal attacks on your character. They are spiritual lessons designed to see if you will remain in your divine energy or allow yourself to be dragged into negativity and chaos. People will test you in different ways. Some will try to question your intelligence, wisdom, or authority. You may notice that when you speak, certain people will always try to debate you, contradict you, or act as if they know more than you. It is not that they actually possess more knowledge. It is that they cannot accept the fact that you carry wisdom far beyond your years. Others will try to provoke you emotionally. These people will say things specifically designed to get under your skin, mock your beliefs, or bring up past wounds just to see if they can shake you. Their goal is simple: to bring you down to their level, to make you react, to make you lose control. Then there are those who try to intimidate you, whether through physical presence, psychological manipulation, or positional authority. They will try to make you feel small, powerless, or unworthy. But what they do not understand is this: a chosen one cannot be shaken by external forces. The key to handling these challenges is wisdom, self-control, and awareness. First, you must recognize what is happening. Not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. When someone challenges your knowledge, stand firm in your truth, but do not engage in pointless arguments. Let your wisdom speak for itself. Those who recognize truth will see it clearly. Those who refuse to see it are not your concern. When someone tries to provoke you emotionally, stay calm and centered. Nothing disarms an enemy more effectively than your ability to remain completely unbothered. Their goal is to make you react. Do not give them that power or satisfaction. When someone tries to intimidate you, hold your ground firmly. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone. Your power is not in how loudly you speak or how aggressively you respond. It is in your ability to remain centered, strong, and unshaken by external chaos. You must understand that your presence alone is already a response. Your energy already speaks volumes without you saying a word. Many chosen ones struggle with understanding why they are constantly being tested. They ask, why do people always come at me? Why am I always being challenged? The answer is simple yet profound: because you are being refined. Gold must go through intense fire before it becomes purer. Diamonds must endure immense pressure before they shine brilliantly. A warrior must train in countless battles before they become a master. These challenges are not here to break you. They are here to sharpen you, to refine you, to make you stronger and wiser. Every time you pass these tests successfully, you ascend to a higher level of wisdom, power, and divine awareness. People will always test a chosen one because your energy is powerful, undeniable, and unshakable. Some will challenge you out of curiosity, others out of insecurity, and some out of pure spiritual warfare. But none of it changes who you are at your core. When you recognize these tests for what they truly are, you stop taking them personally. You stop reacting out of raw emotion. You stop getting frustrated when people try to challenge you. Instead, you rise above it all. And that is when you become truly untouchable. Sign number 5, you see through people effortlessly. Have you ever looked at someone and instantly felt their true intentions, even before they said a word? Do you pick up on lies, deceit, or fake energy faster than most people around you? Have you ever felt like you can read between the lines of what people say, understanding not just their words, but the emotions and hidden energies behind them? This is not coincidence. If you are a chosen one, you've been gifted with spiritual discernment, a rare ability that allows you to see through people instantly and effortlessly. You do not just listen to what people say. You feel what they truly mean. You do not just see their actions. You sense the intentions driving those actions. And because of this gift, you can recognize deception, manipulation, and dishonesty with remarkable ease. This ability has always been inside of you. From a young age, you may have noticed that certain people felt energetically off to you, even if everyone else seemed to trust them. Maybe you could tell when someone was lying, not because of what they said, but because their energy did not match their words. Maybe you sensed when someone was pretending to like you, even though they secretly envied or resented you. Maybe you felt uncomfortable around certain people, even if they had never done anything wrong to you, only to later discover that they had bad intentions all along. This is your spiritual intuition operating at a high level, and it is one of the strongest signs that you are a chosen one. Most people are easily fooled by appearances. They believe what others say at face value, accepting masks and personas as reality. But you see beyond the surface. This is not something you were taught. It is something you were born with, encoded in your soul. Because you see through people so easily, you may have noticed that your relationships feel fundamentally different from most people's experiences. It is difficult for you to tolerate fake friendships, shallow conversations, or dishonest people. This makes you highly selective about who you allow into your life. You do not waste time or energy on people who feel inauthentic, and you refuse to play along with social games and pretense. This is why you often find yourself standing alone. It is not that you do not want meaningful connections. It is that you refuse to entertain people who wear masks and hide their true selves. You may have lost friends because you saw through their real intentions. You may have walked away from relationships because you sensed someone was not who they pretended to be. This is a part of your journey. You are not meant to surround yourself with just anyone. You are meant to walk with those who align with your truth and operate on your frequency. Most people spend their lives hiding who they really are. They put on elaborate masks, pretending to be happy when they are miserable, pretending to be strong when they are afraid, pretending to be loyal when they are actually betrayers. But when they meet you, they realize something terrifying. They cannot hide from you. Your energy forces people to be honest, raw, and real, and not everyone is ready for that level of authenticity. This is why some people avoid you, act nervous around you, or even dislike you for no apparent reason. They are not reacting to you as a person. They are reacting to the fact that they cannot pretend in your presence. They feel exposed, and it makes them profoundly uncomfortable. Some will even turn against you out of fear because they do not want you to reveal their truth to others or to themselves. They will accuse you of thinking you know everything or say that you are too intense, too serious, too much. This is because your energy forces them to see what they desperately do not want to acknowledge. But you must understand this clearly. This is their internal battle, not yours. As powerful as this gift is, it comes with significant responsibility. Seeing through people is one thing, but knowing how to handle that information wisely is another. Not everyone is ready for the truth. Some people will reject it, deny it, or even attack you if you expose what you see. You must learn to choose your battles wisely. When you see deception, manipulation, or dishonesty, you do not always need to call it out publicly. Sometimes it is better to observe in silence and let people reveal themselves naturally. The truth always comes out eventually. Your role is not to expose everyone's darkness. It is to protect your own energy and stay aligned with your divine purpose. You must also learn to trust your intuition without doubting yourself. There have been times when you sensed something was wrong with someone, but you brushed it off, only to later realize that your intuition was absolutely right all along. Never ignore that inner knowing. It is your spiritual guidance system protecting you from harm. If someone feels energetically off, believe it. If someone's words do not match their energy, trust what you feel. If something inside of you says this person is not who they pretend to be, listen. Your intuition is a divine gift, and it will never lead you astray. The ability to see through people is one of the strongest signs that you are chosen one. It is not something you learn from books or teachers. It is something that was placed inside you from birth. You do not just hear words. You feel energy. You do not just see actions. You understand intentions. And because of this, people cannot deceive you the way they deceive others. Some will love you for it because your presence brings clarity and truth. Others will fear you for it because they cannot hide their real selves around you. But no matter how people react, one thing remains certain. You were given this gift for a reason. Sign number 6. You inspire others without trying. Have you ever noticed how people around you start changing for the better? Not because you told them to, but simply because they were in your presence? Maybe someone picks up healthier habits after spending time with you. Maybe people start asking for your advice more frequently, thinking more deeply, or shifting their entire mindset after just one conversation. Maybe someone who once lacked motivation suddenly begins to believe in themselves just because they have been around your energy. This is one of the strongest signs that you are a chosen one. Your very existence inspires others to grow and evolve. You do not have to try. You do not have to force people to change. You simply are, and that alone is enough to make people reflect on their lives and strive to be better versions of themselves. Your presence carries a certain frequency. You operate on a higher vibration, one of truth, purpose, wisdom, and authenticity. When people come into contact with you, they feel it. Even those who are not spiritually aware can sense that something about you is fundamentally different. Your energy does not match the average person's frequency. While most people go through life on autopilot, caught up in shallow conversations and meaningless distractions, you carry depth, clarity, and awareness. Without even trying, you encourage people to think differently. They start questioning their own actions, beliefs, and patterns. They begin seeking something deeper than just material success. They feel inspired to elevate their mindset, their habits, and their goals. You may not even notice it happening consciously, but people walk away from interactions with you feeling lighter, clearer, and more motivated. This is because your spirit naturally awakens something dormant inside of them. Most people live their lives trapped in fear, doubt, and self-imposed limitation. They are conditioned to accept mediocrity, to settle for less, to believe that life is just about surviving until they die. But when they meet you, something fundamental shifts within them. They see someone who walks with confidence, wisdom, and divine purpose. They see someone who refuses to conform, someone who embraces their uniqueness, someone who is connected to something greater. And whether they realize it consciously or not, they want that too. You are living proof that it is possible to live differently, that it is possible to think beyond the box society has placed them in, that it is possible to live a life of meaning, growth, and power. Even without saying a word, you lead by example. You may not see yourself as a leader, but the truth is people look to you for guidance, even if they never say it out loud. People begin to rethink their habits because they observe the way you carry yourself. They start seeking out wisdom and knowledge because they sense that you are tapped into something deeper. They begin believing in themselves more because your confidence inspires them to step into their own power. You do not have to force anyone to change. Your energy naturally challenges people to level up. And here's what makes this so powerful. You are not doing it for attention. You are not seeking validation. You are simply being yourself authentically. That is why your influence is so strong, because it is genuine. Not everyone will celebrate your ability to inspire. Some will admire you and seek to grow alongside you. Others will feel threatened by your energy and push back against it with resistance and hostility. Some people do not want to change. They do not want to evolve. They have grown comfortable in their limiting beliefs and toxic patterns. Your presence disrupts that false comfort. Some will be grateful to you for it, recognizing the gift you offer. Others will resent you because you make them see the parts of themselves that they would rather ignore and suppress. This is why some people will suddenly distance themselves from you after spending time in your presence. It is not because you did anything wrong. It is because your presence forces them to face their truth, and not everyone is ready for that level of self-confrontation. But whether they embrace it or resist it, one thing remains absolutely true: they will never forget you. Even those who reject your influence will still feel its impact deep within their soul. Your presence plants a seed in their mind, and one day, when they are finally ready, that seed will grow. As a chosen one, you must understand that inspiring others is part of your divine purpose. You are not just here to exist. You are here to lead, awaken, and uplift. But this does not mean you should pour your energy into everyone you meet. Not everyone is ready for your influence, and not everyone deserves access to your wisdom. You must learn to let go of those who are not ready to grow. You cannot force someone to elevate if they are not willing. If they reject your influence, accept it gracefully and move forward. Focus your energy on those who are receptive. Pour your wisdom into those who are genuinely open to growth, those who truly appreciate the value you bring. Being an inspiration to others can be emotionally and spiritually exhausting if you are constantly giving without replenishing yourself. Take time to recharge and nurture your own spirit. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Inspiring others without trying is one of the clearest signs that you are chosen one. Your energy, your mindset, and your way of living naturally awaken something profound in those around you. Some will embrace your influence with gratitude. Others will resist it out of fear. But one thing is absolutely certain. You leave an impact wherever you go. You were sent here to shift the energy of the world. And whether people realize it now or later, your presence changes lives forever. Sign number 7. You experience spiritual attacks and tests. If you are a chosen one, you have faced challenges, obstacles, betrayals, and unexpected setbacks throughout your entire life. It may feel like every time you take a step forward, something tries to pull you back. People turn against you for no reason. Plans fall apart at the last minute. You experience delays, disappointments, and moments where it seems like everything is working against you. This is not random. This is not bad luck. These are spiritual attacks and divine tests. The path of a chosen one is not easy because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were called to walk a higher path, a path of purpose, wisdom, and divine strength. But with that calling comes opposition, because the forces of darkness do not want to see you rise. A chosen one is not given an easy life. You are placed into situations that force you to grow, evolve, and awaken to your true power. Every trial you go through is not meant to break you, but to prepare you for something greater. You've been tested through betrayal, loss, isolation, financial struggles, emotional pain, and spiritual attacks. Not because you are cursed, but because you are being refined, strengthened, and elevated. Diamonds are created under immense pressure. Gold is purified through intense fire. Warriors are trained in brutal battle. You are not facing these struggles because you are weak. You are facing them because you are being prepared for something greater. The more powerful your purpose, the bigger the battles you must fight. Many of the struggles you face are not just physical, they are spiritual. The enemy does not want you to realize who you are. Negative forces will try to wear you down, making you question yourself, your path, and your faith. You may feel exhausted, drained, and emotionally overwhelmed for no apparent reason. You may notice sudden obstacles appearing out of nowhere, blocking your progress. You may feel attacked by people who once supported you, experiencing unexpected betrayals and conflicts. Sometimes these attacks come through people, friends, family members, co-workers who suddenly turn against you. Other times they come through circumstances, unexplainable losses, constant roadblocks, and repeated failures. This is spiritual warfare. The enemy knows that if you step into your full power, you will become unstoppable. So it tries to break you before you get there. But here's the truth. You were built to withstand these attacks. The forces working against you cannot defeat you unless you allow them to. The first step in overcoming spiritual attacks is awareness. You must recognize when you're being tested and attacked. If you feel constant resistance every time you try to move forward, if you notice people around you suddenly turning against you, if you feel an unusual heaviness in your spirit, you are under attack. The second step is spiritual protection. You cannot fight spiritual battles with physical weapons. You must strengthen your spiritual armor through prayer, meditation, fasting, and grounding yourself in divine wisdom. Protect your energy fiercely. Be mindful of who and what you allow into your space. Some attacks come from the company you keep. Be cautious of negative influences and hidden enemies. The third step is remaining unshaken. The goal of a spiritual attack is to make you doubt yourself, to break your confidence, and to pull you away from your divine path. When obstacles appear, do not give in to fear. When people betray you, do not let bitterness consume you. When you feel overwhelmed, do not lose faith. Every test you pass makes you stronger. Every attack you overcome proves that you cannot be broken. One of the hardest trials a chosen one faces is isolation. There will be times in your journey when you feel completely alone. People will walk away. You will feel misunderstood. You will question why you never truly fit in anywhere. This is not a punishment. This is a phase of spiritual elevation. Many chosen ones go through a period of isolation because they need to detach from the distractions of the world in order to awaken fully. When you are alone, you are forced to listen to your own spirit. You are given the opportunity to hear divine guidance without interference. But isolation is temporary. It is a time of transformation, not a life sentence. You will emerge from it with greater wisdom, clarity, and purpose. Many people wonder, if I am truly chosen, why does my life feel so difficult? The answer is simple, because you are chosen. The greater your purpose, the harder the path. If you were meant to live an ordinary life, you would not be facing extraordinary battles. Your struggles are not proof of your failure. They are proof of your destiny. A weak person does not face the kind of opposition you do. The enemy does not waste time attacking those who are not a threat. The fact that you've been through so much is evidence that you carry a great spiritual power within you. You have faced countless spiritual attacks and tests, not because you are cursed, but because you are chosen. Every obstacle, every betrayal, every loss has been preparing you for your divine purpose. You are not a victim. You are a warrior. You are not weak. You are being strengthened. You are not alone. You are divinely guided. This is a final, undeniable sign that you are a chosen one. Now it is time to step fully into your power. Now that you have recognized the 7 undeniable signs that people notice your divine presence, you can no longer ignore the truth. You are not like everyone else. You never were. You were never meant to blend in or live an ordinary life. You are a chosen one. The world sees it. The people around you feel it. Some are drawn to you. Some are intimidated by you. And some will even turn against you, all because your presence carries something powerful, something divine, something undeniable. This is not something you asked for, but it is something you were born into. Your spirit was sent here with a higher purpose, and now that you are fully aware of it, you have a choice to make. You can either embrace it fully and step into your destiny, or you can continue trying to hide, suppress, and deny your power. But let me be absolutely clear. Ignoring your calling will not make it go away. Shrinking yourself to make others comfortable will not stop people from recognizing who you are. The truth will always find you, no matter how much you try to avoid it. You now understand why people stare at you, why they either love you or resent you, why strangers confide in you, why people test you, why you see through deception, why you inspire others effortlessly, and why you've been tested through spiritual attacks. This knowledge is not just meant to confirm what you have always felt. It is meant to prepare you for what comes next. Now it is time to step into your power with confidence. Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning why you are different. Stop trying to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. You are not here to conform. You are here to lead, to heal, to awaken, and elevate. Start walking in your truth with courage and certainty. Honor your gifts. Protect your energy. Embrace the divine path that has been set before you. The world needs you to be exactly who you were meant to be. You are not alone on this journey. There are others like you, other chosen ones walking this path, facing the same experiences, learning the same lessons. When you find them, you will know. Your spirit will recognize them. There will be no need for pretense, no need for explanations. Seek out those who vibrate at your frequency. Surround yourself with people who uplift, guide, and challenge you to become the highest version of yourself. Let go of relationships that drain you, distract you, or pull you away from your purpose. Your time is too precious to be wasted on anything that does not align with your divine calling. The struggles, the pain, the tests were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to shape you into the warrior, healer, and leader you are destined to be. Now that you know this, what will you do with it? Will you step forward in power, or will you hesitate in fear? Will you embrace your calling, or will you try to deny what is already written in your spirit? You already know the answer. You would not be here right now receiving this message if you were not ready for it. This is your moment of confirmation. If this message resonates deeply with you, I want you to do something right now. Drop the words, "I am chosen" in the comments. Let the universe hear you. Let your spirit declare it. And if you have not already, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. This journey is far from over, and there is so much more wisdom waiting for you. The world is watching. The universe is guiding you. The time is now. Step into your power. Chosen one, your destiny is waiting.